So, part 7b97z32, line 22, 7b97z32, Photonic-crystal fiber lasers, Bragg Diffraction, UFO core engine communication signals, 5G Wow Seti. There's our alien radio signal there, and this is about photonic-crystal fibers, Bragg Diffraction, and keyword research, line 22, wow data. So this is research on some of the keywords that came up in the formulas to find out what we can do to expand those ideas. So August 21st, 2013, I was working on the data. Today, September 12th. So line 22, 7b97z31, transport matter, waves, photonic, fibers, UFO, engine, communications. We changed it to formula because there was a formula there that I missed. So that's good. Okay, so quote from wiki. Keyword, photonic-crystal fiber. Photonic-crystal fiber, PCF, is a new class of optical fiber based on the properties of photonic crystals. Just a word of advice, photonic-crystal fiber has probably come up earlier in the lines of data, and there's other formulas that will go with it, and then when I do the cross-referencing, I should be able to find it at that time. Because of its ability to confine light in hollow cores, or with confinement characteristics not possible in conventional optical fiber, PCF is now finding applications in fiber optic communications, fiber lasers, nonlinear devices, high power transmission, and highly sensitive gas sensors in other areas. More specific categories of PCF, and I got too many things all scattered here, sorry, I'm just going to divide that up a bit. More specific categories of PCF include photonic-bandgap fiber, that confine light by bandgap effects, Foley fiber, and they use air holes in their cross sections, hole-assisted fiber, which is the guiding light by a conventional higher index core modified by the presence of air holes, and Bragg fiber, photonic-bandgap fiber formed by concentric rings of multi-layer film. Now, this is the one that we should be using right here. Hold on, I just had a thought. So my thoughts, this is what I do when I go along. So we're going to look the Bragg fiber with the COUGAR wiring technology to form concentric rings, plus we're going to add the chlorine atoms, plus the water, plus the vapor conventions found in the WOW line 22 data. There you go. Okay, quote from wiki, I guess. Is that a quote from wiki? Yeah, it is. Okay. Sorry, I had to add that in there before I forget. Photonic crystal fibers may be considered a subgroup of a more general class of microstructured optical fibers, where light is guided by structural modifications and not only by refractive index differences. So my thoughts, August 31st, presence of air holes. What happens when the photonic crystal fibers are used in electron holes with fiber lasers? I don't know. You guys will have to tell me. So the quotes and diagrams from wiki. This is a micrographs of a photonic crystal fiber produced at a U.S. Naval Research Laboratory. Again, it looks kind of like the hollow fiber wire that you're using with the COUGAR and DARPA technology. Left, the diameter of the solid core at the center of the fiber is 5 ohm, while right, the diameter of the holes is 4 ohm. In general, regular structured fibers, such as photonic crystal fibers, have a cross-section normally uniform along the fiber length, microstructured from 1, 2, or more materials, most commonly arranged periodically over much of the cross-section, using as a cladding surrounding a core or several cores where light is confined. For example, the fibers first demonstrated by Russell consisted of a hexagonal lattice or air holes and a silica fiber, with a solid 1996 or hollow 1998 core at the center where light is guided. So, don't you find this interesting that you started this hollow core stuff in 1998, and here we are in 2013, and you guys are still working on the technology almost 10, 11, 12, 14 years later. Wow. Let's see what we can do to create that a little faster. So other arrangements includes concentric rings of 2 or more materials, first proposed as Bragg's fibers by Ye and Yariv, 1978. Oh, so you started back in 1978. Okay. A variant of which was recently fabricated by Temel, Chlorine, A.L., 2002, and others. Note, PCFs, and in particular Bragg fibers, should not be confused with fiber Bragg gratings, which consist of a periodic refractive index or structural variation along the fiber axis. I wonder if you can make it bendable, as opposed to variations in the transverse direction as in PCF. Both PCFs and the fiber Bragg gratings employ Bragg diffraction phenomena, albeit in different directions. Ooh. So we want to create some sort of diffraction. I wonder if well, I'm going to look into that. If we put the fiber Bragg gratings and add some Bragg diffraction with the crystals, maybe we can do something with that. Diffraction, add your crystals, superlattice, and it's your mesh, and then we add some electron holes with the Higgs boson signals, and we'll see what you get. What do you get? Okay, so this is another formula idea from the data, which I seem to be getting as I film. I mean, I go over this real quickly when I do it, and then I forget stuff, so data. So I'm going to insert that in here, and then when I actually upload the video onto the blog, all these little notes will go in there with it. So this title is going to have to be changed to add the word formula, and this is quote from wiki again, so we know where we start and finish. So the lowest reported attenuation of solid core photonic-crystal fiber is 0.37 dB per kilometers, and for hollow core is 1.2 dB per kilometers. So obviously this goes much farther than this. So the keyword photonic crystal fiber will be in the next video. Thank you for watching, and I am going to change the title at the beginning up here. Instead of communication signals, it's going to be communications formula. Okay, like I did the last video, I took the word signals out and added an S to communications, but it doesn't really matter. If you Google just the line number itself, it'll bring up the videos on Google or on my channel, the Ideal Girl Says YouTube channel. Thank you for watching.